Stories on Reddit that I find chilling. Kevin always admired his older sister Emily and his father John. But when Emily started acting strangely, withdrawing into herself and avoiding eye contact, Kevin knew something was wrong. One night, Kevin overheard a hushed argument between Emily and John that made his blood run cold. Emily was pregnant. The next morning, Kevin confronted Emily. She broke down, revealing the unspeakable truth. Their father was the baby's father. Terrified but determined to protect his sister and expose the horror, Kevin hatched a plan. He would record their father admitting his guilt and bring the evidence to the police. That night, Kevin hid a voice recorder in the living room. From his bedroom, he listened to the muffled conversation downstairs. His heart pounded as he heard his father's voice, low and threatening. John demanded Emily keep quiet, or things would get worse. Kevin's hand shook as he listened to his father's vile threats. He heard Emily sobbing, pleading for it to stop. Finally, the recorder captured John's chilling confession. "No one will believe you. This baby is our secret." Kevin snatched the recorder and ran to the police station, barely able to speak through his tears. The police listened, their expressions darkening with each passing second. They assured Kevin they would handle it. John was arrested the next day, but the nightmare was far from over. Emily was taken to a safe house, and Kevin was left alone with his mother, who was in shock. But strange things began happening in the house. Kevin heard whispers echoing through the halls at night, and his mother claimed she saw John's shadow lurking in the corners. One night, Kevin awoke to find a message scrawled on his bedroom wall in blood-red letters. "You can't escape me." Terrified, Kevin set up cameras throughout the house, determined to capture whatever was haunting them. The next night, he reviewed the footage and saw a shadowy figure standing at the foot of his bed, whispering his name. The figure looked like John. Kevin posted the footage online, pleading for help. The video went viral, and paranormal investigators reached out. They believed John's spirit was trying to reclaim his family. The investigators arrived and conducted a cleansing ritual, but the spirit of John resisted, growing more violent. Objects flew across the room, and the temperature dropped to freezing. The investigators urged Kevin to confront his father's spirit directly. Kevin stood in the center of the living room, holding the recorder that had sealed his father's fate. "You can't hurt us anymore," he shouted. "We're not afraid of you." The house shook, and the lights flickered. The investigators chanted, and John's spirit appeared, more malevolent than ever. But as Kevin played the recording of his father's confession, the spirit shrieked and began to dissolve, leaving behind a trail of darkness. Finally, the house fell silent. The investigators declared it cleansed, but the horror of what had happened would never leave Kevin and Emily. They moved away, starting a new life far from the memories of their father's evil. But sometimes late at night, Kevin still hears whispers in the dark, reminding him that some scars never heal and some evils never truly die.